What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again. You already know what it is, man. Arne slot, first Liverpool press conference. The gaffer's here. The new guy is here. You know the vibes. Big up to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing blessed, man. If you're from the United States, I guess yesterday, happy Independence Day and all that, with colonizers and all that. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, everyone else across the world. Hope everyone's taking care of themselves, man. Yeah, I mean, I hope everyone got to watch the press conference because I'm not going to be streaming it. I just want to, give my instant reaction to it. Few thoughts. Got to cook a few people because that's what I do. You know what I mean? Very interesting. I'm actually really interested to hear what some of you guys, your first opinion on him is as well. So if you guys want to put decent little comment in the chat, not just one word answers, but a few things, and then I'll star it and then I'll get to everyone's comments towards the end of the show and hear what you guys think on that, man. I thought the initial press conference was pretty decent, to be honest. I didn't think it was too bad. I don't think it was anything like overly incredible, which is fine. First press conferences are not usually overly incredible. Obviously, which I did tell people about that after, once the season starts, and I won't be talking about Klopp anymore. Not because I don't love the guy, but we've got a new gaffer, and I think it's only fair to put all the energy there. And also, I think lazy punditry, lazy journalists, talking about the same stuff over and over again, Klopp and Arne, and for me, it's done. It's done. And I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm not saying anyone else for their channels, go ahead. But for me, when the season starts, I think it's time to break away from it now. It doesn't really need to come into a conversation. I don't need players to progress and then someone to tell me this is why Klopp should have done. I don't care about what Klopp should have done anymore. It's done. All I care about now is Liverpool Football Club, the team that we have, the gaffer that we have, the backroom stuff that we have going forward and winning stuff with the fans. And hopefully everyone can enjoy it and we can have a bit more positivity in the fan base because it is a bit stinky. It's gone, it's gone a bit wayward. There was times last season when everyone felt together and then there was times where it petered off, which is natural. I guess got a bit negative towards the end. But yeah, man, I like what I heard. As I said, he didn't say anything outstanding. The main thing you want from these press conferences is you want to know if you learned something new. Do you learn something new to what you didn't already know? Now, obviously, all we've had from Arne Slot so far was the previous interview, which he, went over some stuff about his philosophy and all those kind of different things. Still never give too much away. This is great for me in particular because, as you guys know, if you've watched me on End's channel or G's channel, I don't pretend to know stuff about Slot. I really don't. I'm not one of these guys that read an article or read a tweet and then pretended, Slot likes, because that's all I've heard so far. Slot likes to do this. Slot likes to play this way. And I'm just like, if you watch that football, then safe on it, I'll listen to your opinion. But I know personally from most of the people that I speak to, not most of them, in fact, everyone I speak to, I'm talking anyone you see me on screen with, none of them watch Fire nor play football. None of them. So I just know that after that, it's going to be just reading stuff and getting stuff from other journalists, which is what I'm not here to do. That I'm not here to cook journalists for what they do and then copy exactly what they do as well. It doesn't make any sense. So let's get into the press conference. There was, I'd say it's a press conference of Arne Slot, but Richard Hughes was there as well. And obviously, sporting director there to ask him about transfers and stuff as well. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about or remind us, throw it in the chat, then I can remember as well. Because the notes that I have on the press conference, I'll tell you, the first notes I had when he did the interview, I had like 15 things written down. This time I have like about five different things. Because everything else didn't seem too important and everything else didn't seem like, anything new that we've learned. So big up to the chat and make sure I say hello to everyone and then we get started properly. Big up Red for Life, big up Redbird, Addy, every time, bro. Big up Alexander, hope you're well, man. Big up Gary. Gary said, one likes Arne Slot, bring a little bit back to Anfield. Yeah, man, he's got a bit about him still. Red for Life said it's a new day. Arne Slot handled the press conference very well. Klopp yesterday, Slot is today and tomorrow. I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. For real. Slot will get the best out of Darwin. We'll see. See, what I won't do, I'm not going to make assumptions of who he's going to get the best out of. Not because he can't, not because I don't think he's skilled enough to. I don't know. It's okay to say you don't know, and I really don't. So, obviously, the first thing they asked him was about Klopp's first press conference, and I think the first thing they said was when Klopp had his first press conference, he referred to himself as the normal one. What you refer to yourself as, and he's very smart. He does the politician thing where you ask him a question, he doesn't give you a straight up answer, and then he ends up not answering it and moving on without even saying anything. So he basically said that for him, he said that obviously Klopp said that in the time he was speaking about, and he might have been talking about him as a person or whatever, but he said Klopp was nothing. There was nothing normal about him in a positive way. He didn't really give himself a name. I think he just wants to make his own stamp on the club, and he's going to have to go through a small period of people mentioning Klopp a few times, if that makes any sense. I'm sure it will peter out. And to be fair, that to the people that are frustrated with it, because a lot of this, there was Klopp's name brought up a lot. I'm not frustrated with it, and I actually get why the journalists do it. And what people have to understand is, especially if you're a Premier League fan only, this doesn't happen very often. Like you can't really give me a new manager who's taken over for a manager who's been there for a very long time and it ended positive. So, for example, Arsene Wenger at Arsenal didn't end positive. So the next manager who came in, I think it was a caretaker manager. I know they had Lundberg as well. So it wasn't the same because it wasn't cemented. It was not like Arteta came in straight after Wenger. David Moyes came in after Fergie. That's the only other time that I've heard this kind of thing happen. It was a bit more positive because obviously Fergie had won the league and then left. That was a little bit different. And then this is the only other time. There's no other managers left where they've taken over after somebody after a very long time in a positive way. This is very rare, so have to give them journalists a bit of leeway with asking the questions. Now, if you go and play against Ipswich, and in the press conference for Ipswich games are talking about Klopp, then I think that's very weird. I think that's very strange. Like, that doesn't make much sense. So, kind of kept it there. They asked him about, like, you know, Klopp sang his name and blah, blah, blah. And he's saying, like, yeah, he said it's kind of weird for him. He's got to a club where he hasn't even played football yet, and he's got fans singing his name. And he says it just shows what a guy Klopp is and all that stuff. So get that out of the way. Let me see if someone just put a comment here, didn't they? Are they going to mention Klopp every? Oh yeah, that's kind of what I just said about. Nah, they give him a bit of leeway. They will get better. Big up, honesty. I hope you're well, bro. They will get they will be fine. Yeah, he does a good job praising Klopp and just saying his own man wants to succeed at the club. First step is winning football games. I like how direct he is. I'll tell you one thing I really liked, and he could have gone full savage like Conte mode, but he didn't. They sort of spoke about the one big thing with Klopp was that he got the people. Now, I feel like it's always aimed towards getting the Scousers more than everyone else, but Klopp got the people. So in that aspect, it was like, well, what would you do to, i.e., get the people? And I love this answer. I would have answered it like a goddamn savage, bro, but obviously he's not trying to ruffle any further. Because what I would have said is, bro, the way I'll get the people, I'll win some games, innit? What you want me to do, bro? But he basically went there. He said it's not about getting the people, it's about getting his team. It's, you know what I mean? Getting the players on board and stuff like that and winning games. And in turn of winning games, well, you'll get the people. Remember, Klopp came into a different team and different setup where we were doing bad. He's not coming to a team where we're doing bad. So it's a little bit different. But I got all the statements written down anyway, so I thought that was pretty good. What do I have written down here? Okay, so Richard Hughes, they asked him about the transfers. In fact, they asked him about the contracts of players, the outstanding contracts, and they used the example of Trent, Salah, and Virgil. And Richard Hughes basically said, this is important because for the people that were treating like Richard Hughes and Edwards and like gods, like everything's going to change, it's like people forgot what it was like before they left. So they didn't used to tell us anything before Edwards left in the first place. And that's pretty much what he said. He said it's be rude of him to speak about that it's a personal thing between the players and the football club. But what their aim is to make sure that Liverpool's in a position to go at the beginning of the season and going into next season. So I think, you know, contract talks probably already started. They asked him why has it been so quiet, not just for Liverpool, but in the space of signings and stuff like that. And it's, you know, it's what we said on the channel many times. The Euros is going on, and after the Euros is finished, well, the Euros is going on, the Copa America is going on, and then the Olympics is going on. So he basically said that it was when he gets towards August, feels like it'll ramp up a little bit, and that's when people start scrambling around for the players that they want more than anything because they've got freedom to speak to them properly. At the moment, these players are playing football, training, sleeping with their families. It's like kind of out in the open. But I thought that was fine. I'm not mad at stuff like that. I'm not expecting them to tell us all these little intricate details. They brought up about, and they used Trent and Gakpo as an example about, the positions they play for their country, and do you know the position where people like Trent will play in? And I love this response. He said he didn't have an opinion on the best positions, for their countries, because it's not, he's not their manager for their country. He said he does have an opinion on where they will play for Liverpool, but if you don't mind, I'll talk to them first. Which, I get it for the clicks and stuff. Everyone wants that big answer, but realistically, because if everyone wanted to just go, well, Trent's a right back, so that's what I'm gonna. He has to talk to him first, and I think as a football club, probably have to give him there has to be a little bit of patience on it, just to go. You know what? He hasn't had time to sit down and speak to these players yet. He hasn't had time to have a conversation. The role on international duty. I think one of them asked, do you think, we spoke to Gakpo, we told him to calm down, and he said, no, hopefully he steps up even more for Holland so him and Virgil can bring back the Euros, and then we'll talk about stuff for Liverpool. So wasn't that mad on that at all. Thought that was pretty cool. The biggest talking point of the whole press conference, I love that big up Redman TV, Chris Pager, because he was in the press conference, and the regular journalists ask regular basic questions, but they did ask him the question about the formation, and this is where Young Savage has to cook everyone, bruv. The content creators, the fans pretending that they watched Feyenoord and they don't watch Feyenoord, the ones who pretend that they're Slot's best friend and they've always known about him, the ones who become tacticals and that, and FMA and Football Manager and all that's taken over their world, and blood, you lot are in the mud, quicksand, stinky dust, bruv, toilet water, bro. He said, bro, it was beautiful. A lot of talk about the 4-2-3-1 in the formation that you play. What would you be looking to implement at Liverpool? And Slot's reaction was a finger beauty, and I think it should be replayed. I might take that clip, and every time somebody tells me what Slot wants, I'm going to play that clip, because I told you at the beginning of the show, I am not scared to say I don't know, bro. Why would I know what Feyenoord do? Why would I know? How much time do you think I got on my hand? I watch Liverpool, I watch Real Madrid, and I watch Dortmund religiously. And then on top of that, I'm watching other Premier League games and some Italian games and that, bro. I ain't got time to watch all of that, bro. He said to the Donny, listen, man. Listen. When we play, he said I would. In fact, he said, who told you I play 4-2-3-1? I hope that when people spoke about the way I play football, they wouldn't have said that. My teams, he said, hopefully if they had watched Feyenoord with capital, watched them, he said you would have noticed that we play with a lot of formation, a lot of freedom going forward and attacking football. But when we're defensive, there is no freedom. We're back to our original positions, and it's very structured. Like, there's no freedom when we're defending, which I love to hear that, because obviously one of Liverpool's problems, not always, but last season in particular and the season before, was leaking goals, especially the first goal. And that freedom offering up to the people, I love it. So that's dope. That's good for our players. It's good to hear. But I love that. He said, this is the killer, man. And you bums, and I'll cook everyone. Whoever told you I play 4-2. He said, if anything, I would have hoped that they said I play 4-3-3. They're his words. I would have hoped that somebody said I play 4-3-3. But whoever told you I play 4-2-3-1, we might need to look at their coaching badges. All right, round of applause for my manager, blood. Round of applause for my manager, blood. You know them way there. You bums, blood. Content creators, journalists, bruv, tacticals in the mud, bruh. Yeah? You Twitter generals and that in the mud, bruv. Not my gaffer, bruv. He told you, bruv. 4-2-3-1. Who told you that? He said, yeah, maybe sometimes 4-4-1 and that. But I would have hoped you said 4-3-3. But let's talk about that coaching badge. Moment of silence for the Donnies who need a coaching badge. Yeah, I got a couple badges still. Yeah, like that. That's my gaffer, bro. That's our gaffer, bro. Who told you I play 4-2-3? I'm getting a t-shirt. The merch coming soon, blood. Merch. Actually, I have to wait, because if I do that merch and then he does play 4-2-3-1, I'm in the mud, innit? But if the season starts and he don't play 4-2-3-1, just know, who said I play 4-2-3-1 merch is coming soon, blood? The hoodies are going to drop. It's going to look cold. Ah, blood. Tacticals in the mud, bruv. All these man them in the mud, blood. Where is everyone now? Where is everyone? Yeah? Man are doing up formations and that, blood. Formations, double pivot and all this talk and all that, blood. Man are talking about you have to remove Robbo because we don't do that form. Yeah, you bums, blood. You absolute basement dwellers. You stinkers, blood. Platform 9 3/4 basement, you know what I'm saying? Cupboards under the stairs and that, bruv. You Decepticons, bruv. You the Mentors, blood. You know them way there. Mutants, blood. You know them way there. Hold that. Hold it. Let me cook, man. Let me cook. Listen. You deserve it. You deserve it. I hate people. I hate when people speak to me with so much certainty about something they have no idea about. Us in responses after talking about this is what everyone who got it wrong, this is what everyone does. Oh, yeah, well, all of us thought that he played 4-2. Not Savage. Not me, blood. Not me, blood. I just asked the question. I just asked the question. It's a general thing, man. Let me get to the comments, blood, before I cook anyone else, blood. I might go and clip everyone, you know. Everyone with the little formations in their thumbnails and that. I might go clip it still, you pussies, blood. Did ask about the youth as well. I did like that. Said obviously he needs to give them a chance to see what they're like, and I think he would like to. He probably wants to answer these questions a little bit better once he's seen people playing pre-seasons, and I think it's the same with transfers. He did keep mentioning. He's always mentioned up till now the team's playing with a lot of energy, and you know that he's inherited a really good team. Now that doesn't mean he's not going to sign anyone, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't sign much players because he believes that he's got them in position to do what they want. Now, he needs to see them in pre-season, obviously. So we have to be patient with him. So if we get to the first pre-season game against Betis and we ain't signed anyone, give the man some breathing room in it, because watching on TV a couple of Liverpool games while you're a final manager compared to actually watching your team close up is two different things, bro. Us lot, we watch Liverpool religiously, so we can all go, oh, we'd sign this. I think we should sign the 6 because Wataru got a bit tired there. But he's not going to know the part where Wataru got injured against Chelsea in the cup final and then was tired after that. How would he know? Unless he watched every Liverpool game. And at that point, he didn't know he was going to be Liverpool manager. So, yeah, man. I big up Redbird. Yeah, bro, Redbird, these pussies, blood. These pussies, blood. You know, like that, blood. Come on, man. These cretins. Yeah, blood. You have to hold that still, you pussies, blood. Big up Jazz Cranberry man said it seems like there's not going to be much activity than a panic signing, but it could be. I want to keep cards close to the chest. Yeah, because you don't want to go out and say what players you're interested in, and then you know somebody did try to slip in. I think that same person said, obviously there's been slow activity apart from last week where there seemed to be quite a lot of activity going on, and one of the clubs tried to offer you a player, which was talking about Anthony Gordon, and he just didn't answer it. So, a bit worried about Hughes' response to transfers, though. Yeah, it does seem like they're not looking on buying much players, bro. He did say, the word I took from what I heard him say, the main word was opportunist, edge, rated R, transfers, blood. Opportunist to me, and I know what the definition is, bro, because I'm not a cretin, blood. You know, I'm not a peasant. You know what I mean? English is good. But if an opportunity arises, we will take that, you know, like that. But also, it kind of, if you're looking at it pessimistically, you can go, what if the opportunity doesn't arise? We'll just keep the team we've got because they're happy with the players they've got. So, very interesting. Very interested. Big up Any, bro. Big up, bro. Let me know if you want to jump on, man. I don't have your details on it to give you the link, so let me know and I'll throw it in the chat. I might just throw the link in the chat anyway, see what everyone else wants to say about him for a bit. But yeah, man. Man said, hold that, shut your mouth, get your license. You know them way, blood. Sort that out, blood. Tacticals in the mud, blood. Murderer. Pablo, tell him, murderer. That's what he told you, man. You know, Madam Vampires of the City, anti-blood. That's what he said, blood. My gaffer, it's muy dirty. That's what my gaffer said. That's what my gaffer. Pablo, tell them that's what my gaffer said. Listen, Klopp, it's all love and that, bro. But let me know when they drop the Onslaught pop vinyl, blood. Go right next to here, next to. No one comment on the Michael Jackson one, so that's a Thriller exclusive, blood. You know, like that, bro. Get it. Anyway, my dog's out there losing it because he knows the truth, bro. These pussies, blood. These Mattios, bro. Matty washers and that. Pablo, come here, bro. Tell them about these idiots, blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, them got these pussies, blood. Links in the chart, blood. And he can jump on and join the panel. And if any of the dons want to come on and just say a few words, like you got 3 minutes and that, but Annie's gonna come on and run it with me still. But yeah, because I'm here to get everyone's, I mean, trying to hear what everyone's got to say about it right now. Right now. So you can tell I'm happy in it, bro. I love when people are in the mud, bro. It makes me happy, blood. You know them way there, blood. Trust me. I like it though, man. All right, big up Slot. They asked him, they did ask Richard Hughes, like why they chose Slot, and he said, obviously part of it was a subjective football opinion, and part of it was data as well. And every metric for all the data they put in the system, Feyenoord's way of playing football came out on top in many systems and that. So it's the way the world's going, man. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not particularly data driven in everything, even though data is very important. But I can't enjoy football if I'm just looking at data, because that's when you get stuff where you have all these weird situations and that going on. So let me no freedom in defense. Love that, man. Bit more structured. Where are we, lad?
Jeez.
Come on, man. Yeah, what the gaffer said. What you saying, bro?
Big up, bro. Hey, listen, I'm just as excited as you are, bro. When he said that, I was lying down in bed, I quickly got up. I said, yo, what? No 4-2-3-1. So all the tacticals that have been saying 4-2-3-1, we're going to be doing this, playing with a 10 and that. They're all in the mud right now, bro. Do you know how many videos I watched? And it was just like, yeah, Arne Slot plays a 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. And everyone was just regurgitating that. And I didn't really say much in it because I'd never watched them. But everyone seemed convinced, yeah, we're going to play 4-2-3-1. He said, nah, get your license tested, bro. He even said, I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit sad. What have you not been watching, bro? I'm sad you lot can't watch the game properly. That's what he said. Get your license tested. I don't know about none of that 4-2-3-1. But nah, man, it was a good presser though. It was a good presser, man. I can't lie. I want him to do so well, man, because he just seems like a nice guy, innit, man.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for the guy, man. I like him still. First impression.
I agree, man. There's a certain there's a portion of Liverpool fans that seem to like not want him to do well just because he wasn't their choice, bro. Like because he wasn't Alonso or Amorim and that, they're kind of like, well, who's this guy and whatever. For me, I just want the best for Liverpool, so it doesn't matter if I know the guy or he's the highest rated manager out there. As long as he's good when he comes to Liverpool, that's all I care about. And he does seem like a decent guy. That one comment obviously killed me, bro. I was in stitches, bro, walking my dog and man made me stop, and you know what I mean? My dog was just looking at me. I said, nah, this has got me still. This has got me, bro. Threw him off and that, bro. The thing what killed me is the fact that, like, the person who asked it was Chris Page up from Redman TV. I was creasing because I'm like, of all the journalists here, proper journalists who went to uni and that, no one asked this question. And then he asked it, and now he's getting cooked like it was his fault, bro. And he's just trying to ask a question, bro.
I don't even, what? Do you even know the question that he asked? I didn't even know the question. I just heard the answer. I forgot about the question.
Yeah, so he basically said to him, he said, I speak to Liverpool fans every day on our channel. We speak to Liverpool fans. And there's always a lot of talk about the formation and the formation you already play, 4-2-3-1, and will you implement the same thing at Liverpool, or do you like? Because I think because all the people who have said certain things have said that he's wherever he goes, he's only using that formation. Like that's his one formation. So he's basically asking, are you going to stick to that at Liverpool, or are you going to look to change it? And then that's when he just said what he said, bro. I looked at him like, what? I don't even use that formation, bro.
He even said 4-1-4-1. I've never heard any of the tacticals mention that one. He said
none of them. None of them. Yeah. Crazy. Oh yeah, they did keep asking him about Pep and that. You don't care about Pep, bro.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't
That's
care,
the
bro.
thing. I wasn't. Some of the questions were just a bit like, and I know it's to be expected because obviously
Yeah.
Klopp was our manager, but they were a bit. It was too much about Klopp. Like forget about Klopp, man. Klopp's gone, bro. It's about Arne now. He's like, is it going to be hard to follow in Klopp's footsteps? Have you spoken to Klopp? What advice has he given you? I'm just like, yeah, cool. We've had that in the interview already. We don't need
In
to
the
hear that
interview,
again.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, we don't need to hear all this Klopp stuff again. Now it's about Arne. What are you going to be implementing? Fresh ideas, blah blah blah. Forget about Klopp, man. He's gone, man. He's gone now. He's done his
You know
job.
what it is, but they want that proper headline in it. They want one sentence what he says to stick out so they can throw it on the newspapers, on the Twitter articles.
Yeah.
Because obviously when Klopp said the normal one thing, everyone laughed in there, but everyone was trying to rewrite history like the colonizers and that. Like he wasn't that drastic when he said it at the time. Like a few men laughed in the press conference because everyone knows that Mourinho said about the special one, and they left it for a bit. But then he started doing good. And then when Klopp started doing good, they're like, yeah, the normal one. And then I remember going to like the Liverpool store and all the mugs and the t-shirts and the merch had the normal one on it. Before that, bro, no one cared, bro. And no one will care, bro. No one ever cares about these press conferences unless the manager does good, bro. Otherwise, you're just another a guy who got sacked, bro. Like if Klopp said, I'm looking to deliver the Premier League in 4 years, he did it, bro. But if he didn't, he would have got sacked and nobody would have looked at it again, bro. So yeah, it is what it is, man. But what is there anything else that stood out to you in the press conference? I know that Richard Hughes bent to the transfers a little bit, but he didn't really.
Yeah. The transfers. What I took from the transfers was they're going to give Arne time to obviously train with the players. For him to get a feeling with the players, see who he likes, who he doesn't like, and then if there are any sort of glaring holes in the squad that maybe Arne feels and Richard feels needs to be filled, then they will go out. I know you mentioned the word opportunist as well. They're more looking at it from an opportunist sort of mindset. So they will go out and try and get someone, but I don't think it's like their main priority. Like, yeah, we need to make a signing. It's more if Arne. And the reason why I say that is because that's what Richard said. He said, yeah, we're going to give him time to. No, he more spoke about it in a general sense, but for me, it just seemed like he was speaking about Liverpool, but he spoke about it more generally. He's like, yeah, clubs are going to be spending time with their players, and then in August, if anything needs to be brought up, if we feel like if anyone needs to be brought in, then we will do that. But obviously, he spoke about it in a general sense, but I feel like I'm just applying that to Liverpool because why else would he be? Why would he be speaking about other clubs? I just feel like he's speaking about Liverpool in that situation.
Yeah, it actually didn't shock me much. That's why I've always been level-headed when Edwards came back and then obviously employed Richard Hughes and that. The excited Donnies and that were getting over the top. Oh, wow, he was at Bournemouth and that means we can get a Bournemouth player if we want. And this guy was here and I'm just like, bro, I know man are trying to pretend like they don't remember what happened before because it didn't seem as important, but Edwards has always been like that, bro. All the signings we got in the past, apart from Alisson and Virgil, all of them were opportunistic, bro. Like, Thiago, opportunistic, bro. Jota came out of nowhere. They all just came out of nowhere, bro. Of course, opportunities, bro. So to expect him to change the way when the reason why Edwards got brought back was because obviously he'd done a good job before, why would they want him to change it? So we have to kind of. I came to grips a long time with that. If they don't go and sign some big player in that, bro, it's fine by me. I'm used to it, bro. I don't expect us to get Musiala and them players, bro. I would like it. I like them kind of players, bro. But listen, man, we've built almost a dynasty of the last decade of not signing those kind of players and winning stuff. And we just have a few tweaks and that, and I'm looking forward to it. The best thing about him saying when we're defending, there's no freedom. I love it, bro. That's pure structure. Pure structure, bro. Which means obviously a few of the players are just gonna have to have a talking to, bro, about how. Yeah, I mean, when you go forward and that, bro, have all the freedom, but you need to get back and do your job, bro. Simple.
Also, I like the fact that he said that when they asked him about Trent and a few other players, I think it was Gakpo.
Yeah, Trent and Gakpo,
yeah, he said, I already have an idea of where they're going to play in it. So there's no like, Trent's going to come in. I mean, like, that could still mean that Trent's going to play in midfield, but at least he has an idea of where he wants to use it. He's not going to let Trent come in and be like, all right, listen, Gaff, I want to play here, fam, and that's it. Nah, he already had an idea in his head. That's good. And there was another. What was I going to say? Shit. It'll come back to me, though. It'll come back to me in a second. But I'll say something.
Yeah, I like it, man, because there was a stage about 3-4 weeks ago, just before the interview, where fans are acting like Slot's not doing anything behind the scenes, bro. Like, so we're just not going to hear. I'm like, bro, of course he's doing stuff, bro. If content creators can put thumbnails together and put videos together, you think this man doesn't have enough time to sort out what he's sorting out, bro? Of course he does. it's not. They don't have to be that open with us in certain aspects, and you gotta remember, like the more open they are with the fans, but that means that all the rivals can see the same stuff, bro, the exact same things, bro. So they have to keep cards close to the chest and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say. That so him saying that he actually played a 4-3-3 at Feyenoord, that means that certain players like Gravenberch and maybe a Curtis Jones, certain players that we thought might not fit into a 4-2-3-1 might actually get a chance here. Because if he's going to play a 4-3-3, then Gravenberch can fit into a 4-3-3. Curtis Jones can fit into a 4-3-3. And there's probably a few other players I'm forgetting. But it just means that certain players that we thought might not get a chance could actually get a chance. In
all honesty, because we've always played 4-3-3, every player can fit into this. All the players that we have currently can fit into a 4-3-3. Whether they played well there or they didn't have enough games, they're two different things. Interesting one for me will be not a big player, but I think Harvey and Carvalho, and that's come back today. Carvalho has owned it, like his whole thing since returning back from Holland speaking has been about being in the number 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all he keeps speaking about. I even saw him on what was I watching yesterday, my son, or the day before? He was on Rising Ballers on the YouTube channel with my man from Love Island. They were doing like half an hour McDonald's Q&A thing and that. And they even introduced him. It's almost like he told them, make sure when you introduce me, you tell them. I've never seen somebody go, and we've got Liverpool attacking midfielder. I've never heard anyone say that before. I said, nah, he definitely told them, make sure you know I'm attacking mid. Yeah. So for him, he's saying the 10. Obviously, the close thing to that for him will be an 8. But who knows, man? If there's more freedom going forward, it shouldn't really matter, bro. If you're a baller, you can do it, bro.
Yeah, Carvalho will be interesting because I still think like physically, even though Harvey isn't that physical, but he's got energy to get about the pitch. I don't really see that with Carvalho, although I don't really watch him as much. I don't know how Carvalho is going to fit into that team, to be honest, but I don't know, man. Let's see. Arne Slot might have fresh ideas. He might be able to get the best out of players that Klopp couldn't. Even like a Gakpo, I can already tell that. Well, in my opinion, I just feel like he's going to get better out of Gakpo just because of that Dutch connection. So I feel like we're going to play better football because there is a lot of emphasis on training. Even when he broke it down, like the tactical thing, when he said 4-1-4-1, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, you never really hear Klopp talking like that.
No.
So you can tell like he's a bit more tactically astute. He puts an emphasis on training. So I'm excited, to be honest, to see the patterns of play and the style of football that we're going to be playing. And I know that Richard Hughes did sort of mention it's going to be similar. I want to see how similar, because if it is too similar, then I don't know if I'll be happy still. I want to see like certain changes being made. And like you said, you mentioned the no freedom in defensive is a massive change if he can implement that well, because defensively over the last 2 seasons we've been shocking. So if he can come in and just add, even if that's the only thing he does, just comes in and adds a bit of defensive stability, we'll be a better team. Like we'll 100%.
That's crazy stuff. I'm actually thinking that. Big up everyone in the chat, man. If you got questions, throw it in. I'll star it and then I'll answer them in a bit. I'm with you on that one. I think the one thing what's always fresh in everyone's mind is when someone says very similar, they're thinking of what we've just seen of Klopp. But obviously, why would you go off similar to not the best of Klopp? You go from the best, whatever his best year was. That's how similar you'd go for it. And so if that's the case, then we're good. Because Klopp our team ain't been defensively rubbish the whole time. But obviously, the season before last season was very bad. And then last season was very bad, but we were living off momentum and stuff like that. We have to go through a period where we can't win, but we don't win 1-0 games on it at Liverpool, not in the last 2 seasons anyway. No. You do have to have a period where sometimes a 1-0 win's good enough, bro, and you can't do that if you're leaking a goal in the first 6 minutes, bro, because you're always on the back foot. Now it means that your attackers always have to score 2 goals, bro. They can't have a day off. And I'm not saying that you go to a pitch to want a day off, but sometimes everyone's just not cooking this particular day. On the day when we're not cooking, can the defenders just do their job? So then at least we get a draw out of it instead of losing, or at least we can get a 1-0 and bounce. So that's very interesting to see that. It's interesting. I am looking forward to it too, man. I think our team's good enough. I think it's just something fresh for the players. It's different anyway, and the mentality changes a little bit. And for the ones who probably they got game time but didn't get as much game time as the one, if this manager comes in and says, first thing he says to them is, "Yo, it's a clean slate." Like whoever, I don't know, I can't think of, say Shimikas, you at the moment are as valuable as Virgil, because at the moment no one's got their space on the pitch. If he does, even though we know that's not true deep down, but if you give man that mentality, then it means safe. Then that means I can go and play out my skin, and then Robert, you're holding bench because I'm playing the best. It's a new. He's not talking about shit I did 2 years ago or when I made this mistake against Leicester a year ago or something like that. It's just fresh, so that could work still.
Yeah, no facts. And also, he doesn't have the like you know how Klopp had his favorites. Like Arne doesn't have that. Like no one really has credit in the bank under Arne. So if you're like you're saying, if Tsimikas starts balling out, Robbo, you have to sit down, bro. There's no you're coming straight back in because you're one of Klopp's favorites anymore. There's none of that. Tsimikas, if you're performing, you start, and hopefully the same will be on the right back's position as well. If Trent is going to play the Trent, if you're not playing to the best of your capabilities, or if you're not performing well, then Bradley, you come in, and if Bradley performs well, then Trent, you sit down. Like I don't want none of this sentimentality anymore, man. None of this other stuff, man. You play based on merit now, which is exciting to see.
Yeah, because I think the conundrum they've had with Trent for a bit is he's so good that he needs to be on the pitch, but I don't really want to play him at right back. But if your team starts balling enough, then Trent, you might have to hold bench if Bradley's playing better than you, bro. Forget trying to ram you in midfield just because we want you on the pitch. We don't particularly need you there. Like Trent's creativity it's gone up levels each season. The worse we've got creatively in the midfield. So one was creative in other parts of the pitch. Trent wasn't needed in the midfield. He's just there to be a right back. And him and Robbo got all the assists from right and left back. As soon as there was a hole and people's legs had gone, then Trent started to become more important. And then he went levels above Robbo. Whereas at one point they were just joint, like almost identical in what they do. And I feel like with people like McAllister and Jones and Elliott, and if Szoboszlai will be better next season, I'm sure of it. Then he won't be needed. You better be better anyway, bro. Because
it has to be, bro. You can't play like he did last season because you'll be the first person at the door. Him and Nunez, bro. If they play like they did last season, man, exciting times.
Number 9, man. Who if you had to pick a team on what you would start the season with, I know it's new and we don't know preseason and all that, but what team would you start with?
So obviously Ali in goal. I would go Trent right back. But it's like a trial period, even though he was one of the best right backs in the league. Like I've not really been liking what I've seen from him. That's mainly attitude. It's mainly attitude. Like it doesn't look like he's applying. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's applying himself. It's not technical. Like it's just attitude. Like just show that you want it. But yeah, we'll stick with Trent right back for now. Verge obviously and Konate. I know I'm kind of doing the Klopp thing here. I know I said don't do it based on sentimentality. If we were to do it on performances, then Konza might have to be. But I'm going to say Konate to start the season. Virgin Konate, Robbo left back. And if we are going to play a 4-3-3 based on no signings, I'm pretty sure Endo has to go as the 6. It's looking like very similar to last season, to be honest. McAllister's one of the 8.
That's what I'm laughing. I'm thinking you're going to end up picking the same team.
The same team as last season, now that I'm thinking about it. It will be Endo 6. McAllister is one of the 8s. I'm putting Elliott as an 8 as well. I don't care. But the attacking 8, the advanced 8. So he has a bit more freedom. And then on the left, this is where it might be a little bit different to last season, I suppose. So I'll put Gakpo there, just based off how he ended last season and how he's played in the Euros. Gakpo, I'm starting him on the left. Jota, if he's fit, goes up top. And then obviously Salah on the right. So it's kind of similar to last season, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Because I was convinced that we were going to play a 4-2-3-1 as well. That obviously, based on what other people told me, it would be a little bit different. So I'll put Salah in the 10 if we did play a 4-2-3-1, and then maybe like a Diaz on the right, Gakpo on the left, Jota up top. If we were to do it that way. But
I'm toying with the idea of Diaz on the right. I feel like, to be fair, the team you picked is the exact same team I would have picked. I was trying to think about how I'd get Curtis in there, but I think he'll pick himself once he gets into form and stuff like that. But realistically, I need McAllister in the midfield. Yeah. I'd start with Harvey. I think he deserves it.
Has to, man.
And obviously Rotario's the only 6. So yeah, I think my team's exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
On the left as well.
Yeah, Diaz's my favorite player as well, but I can't. What's best for the team, innit? Although he might play different when the season starts. I get that's why they asked him as well about international football, and he pretty much said it's not the same, is it? So. Yeah. And it's true.
Gakpo wasn't. I mean, sorry, not Gakpo. Diaz wasn't terrible. Like he was at times, he was our best attacker. But I just feel like Gakpo will get you more output in that position. He'll get you more goals, and he crosses the ball as well. Like he's got a bit more variation. Diaz,
That's my thing. If Diaz
Yeah.
crossed the ball, I'm saying something that he never crosses the ball.
Never crosses. Diaz is more like Diaz for me is just like that player that he's got the ability to beat like 2-3 man, but once he's beaten the 2-3 man, it's like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? It's more like there's no end goal to the dribbling. He just dribbles. How many men can I beat? Whereas certain other players more like, okay, I'm gonna get past you, and once I get past Gakpo, for example, once I get past you, I'm licking this shot. There's no other questions. Yeah. Whereas Diaz wants to take like an extra touch and then an extra touch. So yeah,
it'd be interesting because I'm thinking like the fact that he doesn't have relationships with these guys already, but he obviously knows who our big players are because the whole world does. I wonder if like substitution. I mean, to be fair to Klopp, last season, Salah and that was coming off the pitch. They would get taken off, subbed off, and stuff like that. But Salah comes off the pitch. I would put Diaz on the right and keep like Gakpo's having a good game. I'd take Salah off if he's not having the best game. Put Diaz on the right. Now you got Diaz and Gakpo on the pitch at the same time.
Yeah.
My team is the same as yours. If I'm not going off merit, then I'll probably get Curtis in midfield with McAllister because I just think he's a better player. But off what I've seen, especially last season, it's exactly the same. Elliot, McAllister, and Watara in the middle. Same back forward that you picked. I think Kanai is better than Kwanzaa in it. But Kwanzaa's cold. He's better than him. And I feel like towards the end of the season, it's not like Kwanzaa was balling. He was just good. So, but obviously, you'd want a reason to change him. The right back one's always a weird one in it because man can't really give me any bad games that Bradley had still.
Bro, I was going to say, when we were talking about the Bradley thing, we played some of our best football when Trent was injured and Bradley was in the team. That little period where Trent was injured, I think even Salah was away. So it was Diaz on the right and Bradley on the right, where we beat like Chelsea 4-1 or whatever it was. That's like some of the best. That's like the best period throughout the season of football.
Yeah, no. And was using all the youth as well. They were getting used in that period. Yeah.
And Trent came back, Salah came back, and then we started dropping points. So
yeah, it's true, man.
Yeah,
because I remember the game Salah came back. I remember he was in a purple kit, man, and he come on the pitch and it was Brighton. Was it Brighton? It might have been Brighton or Brentford, one of them teams, and that. And he ended up scoring. But when he come back, I remember instantly like watching players. Like, nah, man. Like you're so used to doing what you're doing that he was in someone's way. There was I can't remember who it was. Like he went to run, and then was it Bradley or Sabazala? It might have been Sabazala or something. But he was just in his way, bro. And I'm like, but this is because Salah's been playing in this team for so long, and he's been the guy, so he'll always play how he wants to play, and everyone else kind of has to shuffle around him. And I was like, it's a bit like at the beginning of the season, I tried to make a point. I probably like overzealous with what I said, but it didn't feel to me like Trent and Sabazala could play on the pitch together. And obviously that's a drastic thing to say, but it wasn't because they're rubbish. It's because they both do the same job. And realistically, Sabazala is more in the right because, he's doing what he should be doing as a midfielder. What Trent does as a right back, he shouldn't be doing it in midfield, innit? So he was running into that spot where Sabazala occupies. And then naturally, Sabazala would have to, I'll push out to where Trent should be. And then that's when everyone was like, well, he's in the Hendo role now. He's just babysitting Trent. I'm like, that's what, and Trent was cooking as well. So I was like, this is awkward, bro. Like, then it becomes who's better. But I think the team's the same. And I'm definitely, always, you've got to be starting Jota, bro. Always.
100%.
No, and I do hope that because Nunez ain't going anywhere, so I do hope he has a great season. But I need to be able to trust the striker, bro. And don't get me wrong, like Jota misses chances in that, but if there's a one-on-one and Jota has the ball compared to Nunez having the ball, my money's on Jota every time.
Well, Jota's weak foot. I'm taking Jota on his left foot over.
Every time.
I'll be honest.
No, if Nunez comes back full of confidence. I mean, a lot of people have said that he's going to come back from Uruguay full of confidence. And I'm like, he's done. But in the season when he played for Uruguay and came back, he's been full of confidence. Nunez, he's always full of confidence. That's not his problem. He's not missing chances because he's not confident, bro. Taking the ball around the goalkeeper and that that's not unconfident. Chipping the man from outside the box isn't unconfident. But that's what you get. Like that sounds extreme. It sounds like I'm picking on him. But the fact that a man can chip the ball outside the box and lob the keeper, but then go around the keeper and then miss and hit the post is crazy, bro. Like it doesn't equate. Like it's too dramatic either way. But who knows? Everyone was saying, "Oh, we'll play calmer football because it's not Klopp," and I'm like, okay. But from all the things I've heard him say, it's high energy and he's very similar to Klopp. So I don't know, bro.
Yeah. But you know how like a lot of the best strikers have like a signature finish. So Mbappe has that one where he goes near post, where it looks like he's opening up his body to go wide to the far post, but he actually goes to the near post. I think Aguero used to have that near post shot as well. Harry Kane has that one where he goes across the keeper. Like when you think of a good striker, you always think of, okay, they got that. Henry had that slide rule finish. Even Isak has that. When you think of a good striker, you're like, okay, that's his signature finish. When I think of Nunez, I'm like, what's Nunez's signature finish? He doesn't have one. Like he doesn't have that position that he gets into, and you're like, okay, cool, this is a goal. So I feel like that's what he needs to work on. Just at least having one type of finish where you know that this is a reliable finish. 8 times out of 10, I'm at least hitting the target. Right now, it's just he's snatching at chances all the time. Like he doesn't really know what to do when he gets into certain positions. So I don't know if he needs to do more on the training pitch, and maybe Arne can help him with that.
Yeah, it's composure on it. He lacks it. I think if you're always hasty with what chance you're about to have, you get put in a weird position. I think, and chat if you think I'm wrong, but what Andy just said about having a signature finish, I think the closest people always try and compare Darwin to different players, and I know sometimes they do it just because of the country where he's from. So they go, oh, it's like Cavani, and it's nothing like Cavani, it's nothing like Suarez, bro. I understand this from the same country. The closest thing I see what he's close to is Vardy, bro. But the difference is, Vardy, when Vardy rosses the ball, there's still a direction to the ball, whereas he does it down the chest of the keeper, bro. Like it's always at the keeper. Vardy looks like sometimes Vardy can play if he needs to, but bro, 7 out of 10 times, bro, he's roasting it as hard as he can, and you can't really do much about it. He's got the same speed; they're both rapid. But he's trying to run at that full speed, and then when you get in front of the goalkeeper, compose yourself and slow the game down.
Yeah, so
Demo said that his signature finish is nothing. Nah, that's fucked up still. That's fucked up.
I mean, he's not wrong still. I can't lie.
Exactly. He does from the left side of attack. That's where he's best. Yeah, that was his signature finish at Benfica, to be honest, from the left side. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Definitely from the left side, but I don't know. After what Slot said about his playing style, I wonder how G's feeling. What did G say about it?
I'm not even sure.
I think G's pretty much been on board with what I said. Like he doesn't know. I told him, and I ain't pretending to watch Fire North Blood. Pay me. You have to pay me. You have to pay me to watch Fire North Blood.
Unless he's saying, because you know how G is on this. No, I want something completely different to Klopp. Unless he's saying unless he's saying that because it's similar to Klopp, G might not be happy because it's more of what we've already had. I don't know. Maybe you can explain that.
Yeah, that sounds more likely to be honest. It's crazy, man. When I found out I was getting a new manager, obviously the cogs start turning. You start thinking of how we're going to play football, and then I wanted De Zerbi as the manager. I actually look when Liverpool's at their height. I actually love that style of football, but because I don't think it's sustainable in terms of the kind of owners and that we have, you have to, when you play like how Liverpool did at their best, you have to revamp your players every 3 years.
Yeah.
Especially the ones who run the most and that. So when you don't, their legs start to go. And so I started to think of like a more tactical way of playing and stuff like that. Doesn't mean boring, but everyone else started telling me that Man City played football boring and that. I'm like, yeah, but if you think winning the league 4 times in a row is boring, then good luck to you, blood. I like it.
Yeah.
And Man City fans don't find it boring. That's my point. Like, of course you find it boring because one, you're a Liverpool fan, so you don't want Man City to win. And 2, it ruins the game as a neutral because they look like they're going to bore another team to death by passing the ball around. But if Liverpool was doing it, I wouldn't care.
No, you're spot on. You're spot on, especially when it comes to that. Like when we were at the top, it was our midfield that was doing most of the running, and that was the position that we neglected the most. And I think that's what hurt us the most. Because we only really changed the midfield last season. It was last season when we brought in Endo, Szoboszlai, and McAllister. Before that, we were running the same midfield for like 5-6 years. And I think that's what hurt us the most. So if we were to, and I think that's where Klopp and the club, I don't know who it was, but the shared responsibility. Klopp and the club let themselves down by not refreshing that midfield, because you can't be asking the midfield to run, and then they're not robots at the end of the day. Like they're human beings. So you
know what the thing is as well. When you play like that, it naturally, because Alexander said Klopp was bad at rotation and dropping players. Yeah, he only got good at that the last season. But to be fair, there was a point where the team was just as good as the first 11. The bench wasn't that good. But I feel like naturally people will go, you can't just fall off a cliff like after one season, or you can't just fall off a cliff. Like you're playing like this good this day. But I swear to you, when you play football like that, your legs can just go, bruv. Like you don't. 1 minute you run in for the ball and that. The next time you do it, you're like, my legs feel a bit heavy today. Maybe I need a little massage and that, bruv. Next thing, you try to tackle Martinelli or someone and that, bruv, and you just get left behind, bruv.
That's happened to Fabinho, bro. That's happened to Fabinho, and that was in Saudi, bro. Fabinho one day woke up and said, "No, I can't do this anymore." Still,
Yeah, I was about to say, and sadly for Fabinho and Hendo, actually, Fabinho started the season before, but man didn't want to see it. I was trying to tell man as well, but nobody wanted to hear what I was saying and that because they're like, "Oh no, we're winning games." And I know we're winning games, and I know we're after 4 trophies. And I'm not dissing, man. I'm happy, bro. But I could see it, bro. I could remember towards the end of that season. Obviously, we didn't win. We didn't win the league. We lost by 1 point. We didn't win the Champions League. But they started to look tired, bro. They started to. And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it's because of the 60 games." I'm like, I hear you, bro. But what people forget about that season is Chelsea played like 2 more games left, like 2 less games than us because they were in the finals against us, and they got knocked out of the Champions League earlier. Apart from that, they weren't that far away from us. So I was like, yeah, legs are gone, and I saw it, bro. I saw it straight. I saw it straight away, man. And once I was watching Fab versus Crystal Palace, him and Trent, bro, and Hendo covering, I said, nah, blood. I think we had Nat Phillips at centre back as well because he got dusted by someone. I think it was it wasn't Zaha, it was Eze. Dusted him. Said, fucking hell, but this is a long day, man. These man, their job's been covering them, and obviously the club. I know it weren't Klopp at the time, but the club tried to. Well, they got rid of Wijnaldum. I'm sure kept him, but his legs will last longer than the others. But
and City always play around that many games as well. Because I'm pretty sure the season before we done that double, they were talking about a quadruple or something like that, and then they won the treble. When did they win the treble? They won the treble the season after or something. So City always play that amount of games, but because they don't rely. Yeah, because they don't rely on like legs in the midfield, it's more like technical popping it. They can save their energy, whereas we couldn't do that.
G1, me weren't us, man. Man, we're asking in the chat. I'm asking in the chat after the press conference, and them saying that he's going to play a similar style to Klopp and 4-3-3. Everyone's asking how you're feeling about it because you want something completely different, man. So let us know in the chat, bro. Sepp apparently wants to leave Liverpool, but what if Arne talks to him and convinces him to stay? Would you guys still go and get another centre back, or are you good with BBD, Ibu, Sepp, Vandenberg, Kwanzaa as centre back?
I haven't seen much of Sepp. I'll be honest. I haven't seen a lot of him. So
yeah, I'll be honest, bro. I've seen obviously in the defensive compilations, he looks way better in it. But no one makes unless it's about Nunez. No one makes compilations of people being bad. Actually, just Nunez and Anthony. They're the only ones who get bad compilations of. So, and obviously he was at Mainz, and so I see it sometimes when Dortmund or anyone's got to play against them. Of course, it'd be more efficient to keep him than buying another centre back and having that problem. But I would hate to start the season and then realize, he's not good enough. So I think if he was good enough, he would have.
Can he play left back as well? Am I right in saying he can play like one of the? He can play left back as well. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. You man, that in the chat, have to let me know how good you think he is, man. But he's definitely better than he was when he was first at Liverpool. But I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not putting my neck on the line for Sepp Vandenberg. Put it that way, bro. That's not happening.
Has he kicked a ball for us? By the way, I don't remember this guy ever playing football for us. Sepp.
Yeah, he's played for us.
I don't remember that.
It was most of his games came in was it Cup? League Cup? League Cup? No, the ones when you're playing on them muddy pitches, Oxford and them, them stadiums with the car park in the background, but them stadiums. Let me watch the press. I'll release a video later, possibly. Man said he'll release a video, bro. G said he'll release a video like it's a press statement, bro. He said if that's true, one slot. Fucking hell, man. Big up, Marianne. Hope you well. Who never show Sepp any action for the whole big risk. We never show Sepp any action. Yeah. Allow him, man. Let's let him go, man. See if we can get some good money from him. Because all I'm saying is, how come no other Bundesliga clubs are coming for him if that's the case?
Where was he again? What the team that he was at? Did he not want to make it permanent?
Yeah, is that Mainz? I think he wants to go back.
Okay.
I don't know. Get G-Force on. We want a live reaction here. G's, he said he's busy, man. Busy kicking man out of the country. And that, you know G's job, bro.
I thought you said there's you today. No, there's you today, man.
Oh, is today the zoo? Man's always
Today,
at the zoo, but I don't know what day it is.
I don't
Always
even
at the
know.
zoo.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, man moving like more cop and that, the Zoolander and them, man. So we got 20, is it the 27th? Batiste, we got that wrong. Or we just made it up. I swear I just made up a random date. 27th.
I'm excited still, man, for that first game. I just want to see, bro, something different.
The only thing I'm not happy about, which is not no one's fault, but the last pre-season, I did watch along for every one of them. It was in Germany, and this one, it's in America, bro. So that means the games are on at 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. I've already got WWE to do, bro. I ain't staying up for those pre-season Liverpool games, bro.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning, them ones.
That might have to be actually, you know what I could do, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I can avoid spoilers because I'll try to go to bed. And then when I'm after the gym in the next day, I can just go on LFC TV and watch it. Yeah, I might have to do that still. Man, don't be spamming my DMs and that with results and that. No, I don't understand people who always want to tell me results of stuff, bro. They fucking piss me off.
Yeah, trust. They love it. Did Uruguay play yesterday as well?
I know Argentina did.
I saw they went on pens.
Yeah. Martin Martinez moving mad still.
So imagine Darwin comes back and wins the Euros. That'll be crazy. Oh, they're playing Brazil on Sunday.
Yeah, if Darwin wins,
not Euros, sorry, Copa, sorry.
By saying man gets on the Ballon d'Or list somewhere, and that'd be crazy, bro. If he got in that list, bro, that's crazy, bro.
I swear he was on it. He was on like the shortlist when we signed him. I'm pretty sure his name was somewhere on that list when we signed him.
Has he got any Ballon d'Or clause in his contract and that?
He's got some clauses, Carl. We got add-ons and shit. I don't know what.
Yeah, because it's like 65 million, but it goes up by 20 if we would do something and win the Champions League.
Yeah. I don't know what the clauses are still. But
man says after 3 losses, we'll deport Onslaught back to final. Bruv, 3 losses, bruv. If he loses to Ipswich, bruv, the meltdown will be monumental, bruv.
Yeah. Long day. And I can already see it. That's a banana skin if you've ever seen one. 12:30 kickoff.
They're good as well.
Yeah, newly promoted team, 12:30 kickoff. Your first game in the Premier League.
They tried to cook us with that 12:30 kickoff thing, blood. They said, you lot thought it was Klopp, bruv. Nah, blood. We just don't like Liverpool. Hold on, you said 26th. On here, it said the 27th, bruv. Although it might be because Red for Life, where are you in the world, bruv? I think, the Liverpool match.
Liverpool.
Yeah, sometimes they do that with WWE as well, time in the wrong days. You'll be there. Okay, you'll be at the game. But then for you, that makes sense. He's the 26th to you if you're there, because it'll be the day before, technically. Yeah, it's mad how that works still. I see Argentina Uruguay final. Yeah, I think I got Uruguay in the final still.
They're playing Brazil in that, so we'll see on Sunday. Allison versus.
Yeah, Colombia's still in there, isn't it?
Colombia got beat, no?
Did they get beaten? I don't know.
I feel like Colombia got beaten. Let me double check, man.
They're
playing tomorrow. They're playing tomorrow. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because Copa America's bare fruit vendors and electricians on the pitch, bro, with some superstars. But I ain't really trying to watch them games.
I don't watch that. I thought that I didn't watch that.
Nah, bro, they was Copa America's the one what sounds great, bro, but it's just bare man kicking each other, bro. So
fuck that.
Yeah, man, talking about he's a PE teacher in the favelas, but at night he's a striker, blood. There's random Dante trained in flip flops and that. All right, that's like
that's a PE teacher.
I got Colombia. I got Uruguay Colombia final because Uruguay already beat Colombia, innit? I feel like Colombia will get to
the final.
And I hope Colombia win too. Blood.
That means either Diaz or Nunez will come back as a champion.
Yeah, but I hope Diaz wins, blood. And the Pablo Escobar thing, blood, the Medellin cartel and all them, man, bruv. That's what I'm on still. Yeah, bruv. Man's dad will start. Yeah, actually, because Diaz wins, his dad will start celebrating on a mad one, talking about, I have to get my son to Barca in that car.
Bro, you know what? I got a sneaky feeling that Holland might make it to the final of the Euros as well.
Euros. You know? Someone else said this to me earlier, bro.
They got Turkey. They can beat Turkey. I mean, that's 60-40 in their favor. I'd say Netherlands, in my opinion. And then
Harris is a Netherlands fan as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And then they'll either have England or Switzerland in the semis if they do make it to the semis. I think, it's doable for them, man. Verge.
I see. Yeah, I think I said I think Turkey will win, but I do have England, Holland will be the set. Holland ain't beating England still.
You don't think?
Nah. England for the next game, the formation's changed now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, apparently they're gonna play the three at the back now.
Nah, that suits England down perfect.
Yeah. With the wing backs. That's the
Yeah,
formation.
yeah.
That's why I play on FIFA, bro. just
Same.
from one wing back to another. I swear it's crazy.
That'll be interesting still.
Yeah, that'll be.
Sorry for Gakpo and Virgil on that, bro. But yeah, I want England to win, so it is what it is, bro. Oh, Canada. Oh, yeah, you live in Canada. Okay, yeah, big up, man. If Darwin gets on the list, ends, and his Darwin crew will be unbearable, you can just see. Hey, he doesn't. Let me. I'm not. I don't know if I have to tell you, man, again, bro, because obviously I was backing Nunez last season. I wanted to do well in that, bro. I don't dislike him on that. I just was lying to myself. I know what football is, in it. It doesn't matter what he wins, bro. He ain't gonna change my opinion on how his football is, bro. It just won't. The only thing I can change my opinion slightly is if he just bangs goals all the time, bro. And even if he still looks scruffy, but still scores. But if you put him on the Ballon d'Or, World Cup, Euro, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. Man, he's Jimmy Traore to me.
Yeah. And, I hope Arne just says to him, because I used to think, oh yeah, all round this guy's better than Haaland, but that might be more of a detriment than it. Like I see this guy on the left. I see him everywhere but the box. I hope Arne just says to him, just stay in the box. Trust me, we got the players to feed you. I see Nunez on the left too much, on the right. Yeah. I'm like, bro, Haaland don't do all of this. Haaland's just waiting in the box. If Haaland gets 2 touches a game, you don't give a fuck. Because if those 2 touches are goals, like who cares, bro?
Darwin's got a bit of ADHD on the pitch, and he don't want to stay in one spot, bro.
Yeah. So
the amount of times I've seen man cross the ball in and he's not there, bro. I said, where are we doing, bro? Missing in that, bro.
Bro,
yeah. Marianne said 7th of July. Come on, Brazil. Sorry, Darwin. Okay, Marianne. Okay. Hey, man, keeping the samba going in that Brazil. Listen, I want to love Brazil again so bad. Yeah. That was that Yoga Bonito, bruv.
They stink.
And I told you, I stand with the GOAT, but when Ronaldinho's in the stink, I'm with him, bro. They stink.
Smell, bro. They smell.
Thing is, gone Flamingo, in it. Paqueta. That's where he's going.
Oh, yeah. I see that they're interested. I saw the tweet from whoever.
That's crazy, bro.
Is that because of the betting, though? That's probably because of the betting.
Yeah. You ain't getting no games in England, bro. Not with them scandals. They're talking about banning him for life, bro.
Yeah, that's mad. Because he could have been so different. He was supposed to go City last season. Fucking hell. Yeah, man. He
done that shit, bro. He definitely. I read the thing. He definitely did it, bro.
100%, bro. He done that shit, bro.
Yeah, man. I think the half 12 kickoff is because we're the most watched team in the Prem. We're not the most watched team in the Prem, though. That's the thing. Like I seen the thingy last season of the most televised Premier League games. I think Liverpool's like 4th. I think Man U and Spurs had the most games on TV, only like by 3 games or something like that. And obviously, Man U and Liverpool are the most watched teams. Man U's got a bigger fan base than Liverpool worldwide, and I think our half 12 games are like 7 more than the other. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we had apparently you can only have like 6 or 7 in a season, and we had the maximum amount that you can have.
We had the max amount, yeah. So it'd be crazy, man. But we'll see. I'll give him a chance, bro. They'll give us the first one against Ipswich safe on it. You know what I mean? Blockbuster. It's Liverpool and it's onslaught and it's half 12. This game actually makes sense to be at half 12. But after that day, we'll see what other half 12s they give us, bro. That's the key. Colombia got a mad long undefeated streak. They're moving like the Undertaker. Yeah. They'll not be beaten in time, bro. I turned on the Brazil game the other night and 3 players were on the floor rolling around at the same. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that is the Copa America, bro. Bare fruit vendors just rolling around, holding their knees, blood. Turkey, we slapped all. Yeah. That is kind of how we go. Turkey. I think Turkey, if I'm correct, when I watched that game the other night, they got bare yellow cards, boy. And I think they kept every time someone got a yellow card, it's like, well, if they get through, he's gonna miss the next game. So they could be screwed, man. Yeah, it's a mess, bro. Where are we? Let me see. We're unbearable, bro. Cooks. Be like Drake. Oh yeah. Darwin is Drake, isn't he?
Looks just like Drake.
Actually, no, it's not Drake because Drake's good blood. What I'm talking about.
I don't even know who Darwin's like, man. He's like 6'9" or some shit, bro. Thing, bro. I don't know either.
God, he's 6'9", bro. Oh, shit. He is He is, bro. The 6ix9ine got a big fan base as well, bro. They don't.
Yeah.
You know how half them fans don't care about 6ix9ine being a snitch. It's the same as the fans who don't care about Darwin missing.
With the diehards, in
Yes. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, man. In the last week, Annie and Harris will give me 2 quotables, bro. Because one man called him an industry plant, a man called him 6ix9ine, and guess what? Everyone called 6ix9ine an industry plant, bro. It makes sense, bro. It makes sense, bro. Yeah, blood. Yeah.
The only reason I thought that was because of the hair in it. I was like, he's got braids right now. Like, he's got weird hair right now. 6ix9ine's got weird hair as well, bro.
Nunez is no more selfish, mentioned by Ian Rush. What do you mean by that? Big up to you, though. Nunez is no more selfish, mentioned by Ian Wright. I'm guessing Ian Wright said some. Ian Rush. Why am I saying Ian Wright, bro? Fucking hell, bro. Sorry, Uncle Ian.
He's not selfish enough.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. Yeah, I'll be fair to Darwin. There is times where he's out of position because he's trying to help the team. I'm sure that he's always trying to help the team, but that's not what football is, isn't it? That's what the way he plays is how I would play at school on the AstroTurf, bro. I just think I'm better than everyone, so let me go get the ball and try and do something. Yeah. You can't do that in professional football. Whatever you do in professional football will always affect somebody else. You've left a gap somewhere. Just like Trent. No, it's not just Darwin. Trent does it as well. Trent leaves willy-nilly on his mission and that. You know what I mean? Or Matip used to just lose his head and go on his mazy runs and that, bro. It was all fun and games until he lost it. And then there's a big gap in the back, bro. But
did you see that game for Trent with England when he came off the bench where he was playing right back? He just wandered into midfield, but Kobe Mainoo, when he looked back, he saw Mainoo. He's like, "Yeah, you hold that."
Bro, Harris in the chat. Yeah, he snuck it, bro. He snuck into that spot like there wasn't millions of people watching the game. I could see him, bro. He proper crept in there, like, yeah, yo, if I walk quiet enough, man, them won't see me here still, bro. So, bro, everyone's there, bro.
It's the look back to Mainoo that killed me. He said, yeah, Mainoo's there. I'm good. Oh, my God.
Yeah. You know the one when you answer for another man? Oh, Mainoo, you good, yeah? Yeah.
Trent kills me, man.
You got Alexander said, nah, Brazil got no sauce now. Brazil is bland food right now, blood. Unseasoned. Took out the food too early. Slightly cold in the middle. The air fryer can't save them, blood. Just have to dash in the bin and start again, bro. I don't believe we've got to a point where Brazil's not techie like that, bro. Boring as shit,
bro. It's crazy, man.
Wait, off topic. Did you man see Kendrick Lamar video? Not like. No, I've got to do a reaction to it when I finish here. That's why I haven't clicked on it. So I'll throw it up. Do my reaction. If you go online, man, it'll be up in whenever this finishes. It'll be an hour after that. I'll throw it up. But because I remember seeing the behind the scenes of it before, man. But now I'm seeing little kids singing it at their parties and that, bro. I'm like, bro, Drake is long, bro. Yeah, Ian Rush said, Ian Rush said Darwin's not selfish enough.
I do kind of hear that. I feel like when he plays with Salah, he knows Salah's the main man in it. He knows he's not the main man when Salah's playing. I do agree with that part of it. Yeah, I agree. Brazil is like oven chips with no salt. Jesus Christ, blood. But Harris, the things in the chat still won't be very much longer, but the links in there still. What do you think about Gakpo left wing? Should we sell Diaz and bring in other? Bigger. No, I'll just play Gakpo left wing and keep Diaz. That's literally what I think. I'm on for another season, seeing what happens in that. Now, don't get me wrong, Diaz is my guy, my favorite Liverpool player in that. But obviously, if we finish the season with like a poor return, when unless I shouldn't say that still, but I was about to say, unless man kidnap his dad again, bro, they ain't no excuse. So yeah, better output. Because he does. Like there was periods, was a few games back to back where he seemed to be our best player without output, and he was working harder than everyone else. But it's just that it's Liverpool, isn't it, man? Even I had to stop doing that and stop doing the romantic thing, bro. If you want your team to be better, then you need the players to do better, bro. And if you're not gonna, if he's 27, he's not gonna get better in terms of all the attributes he always has. You just gotta use them a different way. So if you can do that, then we'll see, man. I'm here for it, man. So, good question. Trent did to Mainoo what Caribbean uncle just did to the store. You can't even say nothing about it. Yeah. Bro, Trent's a G for that still. Kendrick was playing hopscotch on the minor part, stepped up on the number 6 and takes me just okay. Yeah, I look forward to it still, man.
Yeah, man in the chat, subscribe to my other channel as well, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to subscribe to wrestling one. If you don't watch wrestling, and piss off, bro. Don't come over there, bro. Hey, man. Nah, I got when I'm trying to do wrestling. I got wrestling streams all weekend, man. Trying to do wrestling stream, man. Asking me about Onslaught in the chat and that, bro. Just let me live, bro. The whole thing's literally called Savage Thoughts Wrestling. Man, asking me about Onslaught, blood. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. Harris.
Yo.
I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, you?
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Come on, man. Did you get to see the press conference?
Yeah, I saw the press conference.
What's your thoughts, man?
What I expected. It's what I expected for him to say. But when I saw Richard Hughes, I'm just thinking, sign some players. Like, I'm seeing kind of Fury go to Arsenal, and Fabrizio was saying, he wanted them at Bournemouth, then surely we should be in for him, but we're letting him go to our rivals and strengthen their defence. So it's kind of it's very annoying because we always see this every summer with Liverpool. And even yesterday, I saw on Twitter that apparently we made a late attempt to sign Matt Vifa. It doesn't make sense to me because he used to play for Slot, and surely if Slot really wanted him, he would be here. And it's like, we always do this. We did it with Caicedo. We tried to make a late attempt to sign him. If you're really interested in him and you rated him before, then why didn't you do the groundwork before with FIFA?
True. Yeah, man.
So it's just very frustrating because you see Arsenal, they're getting their business done early, and that's good because they're going to have their pre-season to integrate players. We'll probably sign someone on the last day of our pre-season, like a Gravenberch thing.
Yeah. Like
where Gravenberch had no pre-season. Who else had no pre-season with us? I don't think Endo had a pre-season like that with us.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. Szoboszlai did. McAllister did. So it's like, when's this going to stop, really, with this timing of signings and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it shows, on it, man. You get the same backroom staffing, apart from Richard Hughes, but with Edwards and that, you get the same people back in from before. Same things are going to happen, bro. That's kind of how it is, man. I mean, he did mention that they expect things to ramp up more around August for everyone, because obviously there's so many like Euros, Copa America, and the Olympics going on. But yeah, you don't hold your breath on Liverpool, innit, man? You used to probably think the same as I do. You know when especially in January as well. You know when Sky Sports, man, you was watching Deadline Day, big yellow bar at the bottom of the screen. Bro, every time they go to Anfield, the lights are switched off, blood. We're talking about, we'll go to Roger Miller at Anfield. Can you tell us anything, Roger Miller? Well, you know, kind of, I'm out here at Liverpool, and I feel like they got their work done in the summer. So why did you turn up, bro? Why did you turn up there, bro? You drove all the way down to Liverpool to stand outside the stadium with the lights off, blood. There's nothing going on.
That's funny, bro.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but I don't know. Is there anything else that stood out for you from the press conference, Harris?
Sorry?
Is there anything else that stood out from what Onslaught said in the press conference, or Richard Hughes?
When someone said something about his formation, the 4-2-3-1, that I think that stood out, because that nowadays you're never going to get like a basic 4-3-3 throughout a 90 minutes. It's going to change.
Yeah.
So like it may look like a 3 at the back, 2 in midfield, let's say, and then you got 4 and then 1 up top.
Yeah, I agree.
So with him saying that, I think there will be a lot of what's the word? So like if he's playing a 4-2-3-1, like starting with that, they're gonna see a lot of players in different positions.
So like fluidity in that.
Yeah. But I just want to see patterns of play with this new Liverpool side.
Yeah, I'm confident that we're gonna see that, because, like I said, he's always banging on about training, so we need to see something then. I think we'll see something.
I agree with both of you. I mean, to be fair, there was times last season where the team was quite flexible, especially when it was in a good time and we're playing 4-3-3. But I seen all of a sudden Salah wasn't so structured, stuck on the right. He started to move across the pitch and that, which is what I've always said with Salah, because those times last season where I saw him drift over towards the left. I'm like, bro, I'm used to seeing this kid stuck in one spot, bro. You know how easy it is to defend against Salah when normally, bro. You're just gonna do the same thing every game, bro.
Yeah.
As soon as you move it up and you had Diaz moving, in fact, then it was when you were saying about that period where Salah and Trent was missing as well. Way more fluid, bro. Way more fluid.
When Jota was playing right wing, that Chelsea game comes to mind all the time.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier. Same game. Yeah, exactly the same. Way more fluid than that, man. And I think, it's a bit dinosaur thinking if people think that like the formation you see on the beginning of a game, it stays like that all game. Of course, if you're defending, like for example, Man City, bro. If Man ain't expecting Haaland to get back and defend, so of course your formation is going to be different. They as soon as the Man City kick off, 2 minutes in, the formation looks completely different. They've got two at the back. They've got two people.
Arsenal's an example because how they press. Like, for example, if a team's playing up in the back, they would normally press with like in a 4-4-2 formation, and like when the lineup comes out and you go on the internet and it just shows like a 4-3-3.
Yeah,
it's completely different in the game because, like I said with Arsenal, they were pressing a 4-4-2. Odegaard and Havertz would be the highest players up the pitch pressing.
Yeah,
and then you got Saka and Martinelli kind of tucking in, and then let's say if Havertz and Odegaard they get beaten by the opposition while trying to press, you got Saka, Martinelli, who also start to press as well.
Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna start defending. I think we're gonna be more rigid, either like a 4-4-2 or a 4-5-1, and just like he said, there's gonna be no flexibility or no freedom in defending. So I think we're gonna be so rigid. Well, at least he's planning on being so rigid.
I hope so.
Yeah, man, definitely send shots.
Yeah,
at
because
Trent. When he said no more freedom in defending, bro, I'm talking about Trent, boy. He didn't want to say his name and that, but man said, "Yo, you think you're just gonna walk back, bro?" That's
bro. Even someone like Salah, though, what's he gonna? Because he's gonna need to defend as well. If there's gonna
you know Salah's trick. Salah does the Sunday League thing, bro. He runs around and makes it look like he's trying to do something. He ain't doing nothing, bro. He ain't doing nothing, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that would be interesting, man. I started some of the questions in the chat, people, so I'll get them before we head out. Big up to everyone joining as well. 29 inside, man. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Okay, me and Any can't answer this, so that's Harris. But where does Carvalho play?
I can't see where he plays. I'll be honest, I actually can't see.
So let's say, I think let's say if he starts as a number 10, I feel like he will drift into the pockets, like in between in the half spaces between the fullback and centre back. I think that's where he can kind of play. And plus, we've seen it before where, like the Carabao Cup game against Man City 2 seasons ago where we lost at the Etihad. He scored his goal from making a late run into the box, and no one picked him up.
Well, that was the game we lost 3-2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how he can kind of operate in a team. Just those late runs into the box, first time finish, and I've seen it before with him at Fulham when he was playing behind Mitrovic.
Yeah, that is a spot where no one picks it. So if they play 4-3-3 though, what are you saying? Was he playing left-sided 8?
No. He's too lightweight.
Yeah, I don't want to see him in the 8th position, man. I'd be more inclined to play him on the left. I know he doesn't want to play there, and there is a lot of competition there as well. But that's the only position that I personally would play him, because in the midfield, I just feel like he'll get run through too easily. Yeah,
it's lightweight, isn't it, man? The last game that comes to mind of Carvalho, I remember Everton. 2 seasons ago. Yeah, Everton. Him and Harvey started in the middle, innit?
Yeah.
Against Onana and them, man.
Yeah, it was a long day. That was horrible, bro.
A lot of people were calling. I remember that because a lot of people were calling for Carvalho to play in the midfield before that game. And then after we saw that, everyone was just like, "Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it."
A question: looking at players like Matt 10, will he be the guy controlling the tempo of the game, or do you think it'll be someone else? That's interesting, man. It's kind of what G said in the last video about who will be the team we built around. I think
as it stands, I think it will be him.
Same.
Yeah. He's the best suited to that role in our team, I'd say.
I'd rather Gravenberch going forward than him staying back. And I think Gravenberch might have a big role to play next season as well.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing Gravenberch play, man, because I was a fan of him before Bayern Munich, bro. Like,
yeah.
he was the
Like,
original one. He was the original Wonder Kid, bro. Before Bellingham and that, bro. He was
Yeah.
Gravenberch, man. So he ain't gonna lose it, bro. But the problem about Gravenberch is, you know how people get like people give people leeway with, he's a young player and that. They don't do that with Gravenberch just because he doesn't look as young as he is, bro. He looks older than he is. So when
How
man
old is he?
talking 1 minute like Liverpool have win the League Cup and that, and obviously
He's
Gravenberch got
22.
injured in the beginning. Yeah, and they're like, we won it with the kids and that. The kids should take a picture together. I'm like, Gravenberch's same age as you, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's 22. Yeah.
Yeah. Does Salah overshadow? Does Salah overshadow that we need a right winger this season? We do need one. Whether it's I don't really care if it's to replace Salah or not. Salah's not going to be there forever, bro. And whoever ends up taking the spot on the right side, you want him in the squad already. You don't want to go and buy because if you go and buy one, you're gonna have to go and buy a world class one. You can't have some like, this is gonna be we'll try. It's a project. It's not good enough. I don't know what's going on with Doak. Is Doak back from his injury? No.
I'm not sure. At
That'll
least
be
it was the one though, man. We should have just got Elise. He said, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck." Just get
100%
Elise.
should have got it.
Yeah, because his options was United, Chelsea, Newcastle in the Premier League, and I'm pretty sure he would pick us over them.
You know we're not serious when it comes to that sort of stuff for some reason. Like we never made the obvious moves, rightly or wrongly. We never made the obvious move. Like you know how Arsenal are. We need Declan Rice. Let's go get Declan Rice. We'll never do that. Still, we'll try
But
to do
we
something
always
undercover.
it's that we
options.
hesitate.
Yeah.
We're so hesitant when it comes to like these type of players that are clearly good enough to at least start for the club. But then we're gonna sign Somerville. Trust me, we will probably sign Somerville come end of the transfer window.
He was linked to somebody else as well, wasn't he? Somerville.
Brighton.
I like him though. He's not my pick. I wouldn't pick him over Elise, no way, bro. But I do like him. But he was linked to somebody else. Like it looked like he was pushing forward with that. But yeah,
like
man, we do hesitate. We do hesitate because how can we, as fans, you watch the whole season and everyone's looking at Palace's team and that, and they're like, well, there's definitely two of them, Eze and Elise, bro. Make sure you get one of them, bro. Just make sure you get one of them, bro. We're just gonna let both of them go and let Calafiori go to Arsenal. Like they don't even, bro. He's gonna play a left back for Arsenal.
Yeah,
bro. Arsenal's defense was so good last season, bro. That them making it better is horrible for us, bro.
Yeah. They got the best defense, I'd say now. Like player for player,
because they've already got Timber.
Yeah. They got Timber.
They got Ben White, who's the best right. He's been the best right back in the league for 2 seasons.
Tomiyasu is no slouch.
Gabriel and Saliba, and then they're gonna have my man on the left back, bro. Fucking hell, bro. That's craziness, man. I don't know if we've allowed that still.
and the thing is, it's not like our attackers always get the better of them as well. So I do think our attackers nowadays they do kind of struggle against them.
Yeah.
Like I've been seeing Diaz struggle against Ben White, and honestly, I wouldn't have expected it. I'm seeing Salah. He's not going past Zinchenko like it's nothing.
Salah hasn't run past anyone for 2 seasons, bro. And the thing is, every time I say that, it sounds like I'm joking, bro. Somebody find me a game then. In fact, I bet you any money if people actually go and look, you'll be able to give me 1 game back maybe, and he might have tripped over past somebody, bro. He ain't ran past man since AFCON when Mane was there, bro. That season when he started,
I went to watch him.
Yeah.
I went to watch him against Everton live at Anfield when we won 2-0 in the quad chasing season. You know where Rigi scored.
Yeah.
He looks like 1v1 wise against Mikalenko. Like Mikalenko could have his eyes closed and still defend him. That's how bad it looks.
Yeah, because that's what I realized. Salah started running past people. Mikalenko and when Thingy was at Southampton, and Thingy Walker Peters, when Walker Peters was in the Prem, we played Southampton and they put him on the other side and he couldn't get past him, bro. Long day. I forget about it, bro. Yeah, man. Salah ran past no one for time, bro. You know them way there, man. My son said that. My son the dickhead. He said now he's trimmed off his hair and that the aerodynamics might help him to run past man. I said nah, bro. Taking the piss, bro. What do you guys think of this player, Santiago Jimenez? I think he's all right, but I don't know too much about him. I've only seen the compilations, so
I don't know much. That's everyone's like piece of evidence as to why Arne Slot can turn Nunez into a bagsman, isn't it? Though that's what everyone's saying. Turn this guy into a bagsman. Wait, is this the guy from Final? It is, right? Santiago.
Yeah. The problem
Right.
is I didn't know that. No one told me. I didn't hear anyone tell me that Santiago Jimenez had problems in the first place. Bro.
Yeah. That's the only thing. I don't know. Was he shit before? I don't know.
You might have just made a good striker even better, bro. But there's a big difference making man better and stopping man missing open goals and hitting the post in front of it, and that was different. So
Yeah,
I don't know. It's interesting still.
Would you take Costly or Nunez?
Leo Nunez.
Who will Nunez?
Possibly.
Oh, don't do that to me, bro. I'm a Madrid guy, man. I was cooking Hostel all season, bro, and then he got man to the final and that.
When he scored that goal, you came to mind. I was thinking, what's Savage saying?
I was cooked, bro. I was cooked because what man don't understand, if you don't watch Madrid games and that, obviously he doesn't start in it, but every time we kept bringing him on, man was missing the easiest chances, bro. The differences between him and Nunez is the chances that Hostel was missing was like, I don't know, man. Like people trying to cross the ball to me, miss the header, or like he'll slide in the box and miss the ball. It's not like when he was in front of goal, he can't shoot or anything like that. I can't take the piss out of Nunez. I'll choose Nunez still. Although I still would choose Hostel in a one-on-one situation, but. Yeah, I choose Nunez offers more to a game still. But then again, you're like, right, man. If Hostel's just there for Liverpool, just being in the box, and that's all he has to do, then
I feel like he would miss a couple sitters. I think he would score more than Nunez, but he's definitely missing a couple sitters.
I don't want to talk about it, man. I'll plead the fifth, bro.
But do you think he left because of Mbappe?
Yeah, he left because he was gonna leave anyway, bro. He was out of here, man. The Madrid fans were seconds away from them, the white scarves, bro, the white handkerchiefs, bro. Luckily, he's smart, bro. Man's left the Madrid legend now. Man got them to the final in that, bro. Two goals in 2 minutes, won the game. Man came from Stoke and that, bro. Man got that, you know what I mean? That true promoting agent, bro.
Yeah, man.
Who's on left Everton? I know he's linked to a few people.
He's still there.
He's still there, yeah.
Still there.
I think Arsenal are in for him, and I had Bayern Munich are also in for him as well. But Bayern Munich, they're trying to sign everyone, but
I think he just signed Paulinho, or whatever his name is.
It's them.
Yeah.
What's this link? If we
I reckon they win the
wingers, it'll be Somerville and Buemo. It came out with signing Rodrigo and game mat's running around talking about signing Rodrigo with no evidence, but just vibes, you know. Man just woke up one day and said we're signing Rodrigo, bro. Man will just watch, bro. Man will listen to Rodrigo. Literally said, "I want to stay at Real Madrid," and then man said, "Well, that means Liverpool." Then, all right, okay. I hear, man. Liverpool are heavily linked with Nico Williams. Are we? I doubt that will happen. We ain't gonna pay his wages, bro.
Yeah, his wages are crazy, isn't it?
Maybe you're talking about Nico Williams that we got rid of, bro. The one from Nottingham, running back, and he's good, bro. That could be the only Nico Williams we can get. I liked him as well.
What happened to this? What happened to this Ramsey, man?
Calvin Ramsey.
Ramsey's the weird one because I actually like how he plays football, bro.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I don't know what I'm going with him, man.
Injuries.
I
don't see him like.
He'll be on loan again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he had that growing pain injury thing.
Yeah, Bradley's a ball, man. I keep forgetting that we have Bajcetic, you know, and I got stocks in Bajcetic still. I think
that's my
he might have
high blood.
Bajcetic is that season where he played a lot of games. He was balling out, man. So I think he could have a good season as well.
This will be the season he cooked. Yesterday, my son sent me he showed me a video from Bajcetic's like TikTok or something of him. Man had a comeback video in that, bruv. Yeah. Doing up all the training and all that, bro. Lifting some meaty weights. And every time footballers do the comeback video, the weights are meaty in it. What they're lifting, just allow it, man. Don't look impressed. Man, lifting 10 kg and that on his back. Allow it, bro. It's not impressive, bro. Allow it, man.
Yeah, because he probably learned a bit from Thiago as well. Maybe he learned. Yeah. So, but I think he should have a good season this season, man. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Thiago. I remember last season. I kept seeing on Twitter oh, I can't wait to see Thiago, McAllister, Szoboszlai in midfield.
Oh my, we didn't even get to see that. No, Bunch of Buzz like though, but yeah, we didn't even get to see that. Oh my.
Do you think that's
God.
a balanced midfield?
I think Endo, Thiago, and McAllister could have worked. You
I
give
think
yeah.
that could have controlled up a whole game, but
you give McAllister the most attacking freedom out of all of them.
There's-
You let Thiago
there's-
control.
But a lack of height.
Lack of that's the only thing. Lack of height.
in that midfield.
But they'll keep that. It depends against the opposition. They'll keep the
Crazy.
ball against most opposition. Them three.
I'm looking to just treat Szoboszlai this season like he just got
But
here.
Thiago can jump though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Thiago-
doing. I'm gonna cancel off his whole last season. So
Szoboszlai.
in my head, Szoboszlai
You
hasn't
think-
scored for us. He hasn't played for us, bruv. So that
See,
means
the Men in Black thing.
yeah. So that means I can watch him fresh from this season, and if he starts cooking, I'll be like, oh, we got a great player, bro. I don't want to hear no more Hungarian Steven Gerrard, you disrespectful pussies, blood. Don't ever say that again, man.
Yeah. Ever since that comment was made, that's when shit went downhill.
Man should have known that the number 8 shirt's cursed since Gerrard left, bruv, because Naby's legs didn't work at all, bruv. I remember Naby was spoke about highly before he got to Liverpool, bro. He was a baller, bro.
Oh, Sav, on my life, I thought when we signed Naby Keita, I thought it was a mix between Kante and Iniesta, bro.
So did I.
I thought we was winning everything, bro. I said Kante and Iniesta in one player. Yeah, don't take the piss. We're winning everything, bro.
This is what happens when a girl sends you a picture from the front, bro. You can't see if you got back or not, blood, and no back, bro. No back, bro. Flat pancake cracking the back thing, bro. It was horrible, bro. It was horrible, bro. This is what man them tried to do, the Szoboszlai thing, bro. We know. I know you told me already it was the aura thing, bro. Man them kept talking about fancying him, bro. Everything man was saying was about how he looked. He looks great. He's got a great beard and that. I said that. As soon as he started shitting up the place, man, they're like, well, his girlfriend dumped him. I said, what? Nah, but allow that, bro. Allow that, man. Man don't know about being dumped, bro. Ask Karius got dumped after the final, bro.
Yeah.
That's being dumped. His girl was in Made in Chelsea, bruv. And after the Liverpool fans started like cooking him all the time, she dumped him. That's being dumped, bruv.
That's peak still.
Yeah, me. Yeah, exactly. Heskins, of course, bruv. Heskins the number 8 over Szoboszlai and Naby all day, bruv. Yeah, man. Fucking hell. Finger ran to the questions there. Big up to the chat for answering the questions. Big up who came along as well, man. Obviously, I don't even do that many videos on this channel anymore, but I'm giving it one more season on this channel, boy. I'm gonna just go all out in it. If it stinks at the end, bro, the channel can go away with Nunez blood to a different club. You know them. Just give it away. I just give it away. I'll do a giveaway, bro. That's what will happen at the end of the season. If I can't be bothered to do anything, I'm doing a giveaway, blood. You can have the channel, bro. Yeah, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Big up Annie and Harris as well, bro.
Big up, man.
Big up.
I messaged the man. I don't know who's doing videos today or anything like that. So I know G's is doing, I don't know, talking to animals and that on the baby's day out. So.
There's some good football today, though, man. Good football today. France, Portugal.
Oh,
Spain.
yeah. Who do you reckon wins that
today,
game?
innit?
Yeah, that's the day.
Oh, shit! No, I keep forgetting the days. Okay, all right, I've got... Wait there. Oh, shit, my day's full of videos, boy. All right, I got to do a wrestling preview. I'll be back later on after the final game. So about 20 past, I don't know, about quarter. What the fuck? When's the last game on? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
All right, man, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back late. Yeah, I'll be back later on about 10:15. So if man them around, they can join. Then obviously it'll just be a roundup of them games because then I'll do another video tomorrow of the roundup of them games as well. Although I got wrestling after that, so that one will be a bit shorter. But yeah, man, we'll be there, man. So big up to everyone in the chat, everyone who came along and that, bruv. Yeah, man, Onslaught's first conference and that. He was all right. Not special, but he weren't not bad either, bro. You know what I mean? So, you, man, where to follow you and that, bro?
I'm just on Twitter, to be honest. Any4x, ENNY4X. Yeah, man, just chatting up football mainly, but yeah. And I'll be on Savage's channel, Enzi's channel, G's channel, every now and again. So yeah, man, catch me here. And thanks for having me on, bro, man. Good chat.
Yeah, man. And Harris, you're on Instagram, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. I Redbird, allow it, blood. Don't be promoting my man's channel over here, blood. My man, tell him to sort his BMI out, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be promoting my man over here, bro. This is a BMI. You have to have BMI under 23 to be on this channel, blood. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't be morbidly obese, blood. You get me? I'm gonna try and promote man over here, bro. I'll talk to that Donny, blood. Yeah, bro. Fuck that. Fucking peace, bro. Oh, peace, man.